Yeah, but now you know how it works with 4 people.
Yeah.
You know that the rolling of the dice works fine.
Yeah.
We have both experienced players like Form and me, and then I'm not totally sure how Covolta is, but I know that Kaylin isn't. She works fine as well. She knows what she's doing.
Yep.
She's even been role playing very well. So I think you have got a whole bunch of good stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing how this plays out, though.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun.
Well, as you know, Kaylin, he might put it on an evening of theirs. Of theirs.
So I am working from home this whole week, and then should be around next weekend. So I don't know what works for you guys, but we can figure that out.
Always Saturdays are the best for me because I work on Sundays.
Felonis, do you or does anyone else?
I'm working Saturday,
Okay.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday,
So,
or
2 weeks from now. I'm actually having vacation 2 weeks from now.
I'm even free tomorrow, technically speaking, or next weekend, or
I'm not tomorrow, so
okay.
Like I said, I work Sundays.
Okay.
Strange work.
I work in a shop.
Yeah, you are open. Yeah.
I'm on shift. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's no use inviting you to my stream tomorrow, then.
No.
No. Didn't even think about it.
I work from 12 till 8, so and that's UK time.
But I must say that I know how hard it is to gain. The more the merrier. If you can't get us all 4 on, at least try to get 3 and see if you can find someone else to just fill in the shoes for now or something.
Yeah, I would for this one. I would definitely prefer to keep the same folks because
we already know the start of the story.
Yeah, and now like like I said, the rest of it's actually pretty quick, and I can decide if we want to have more combat or not. That's what's obviously taken the most amount of time. But I'll think about what we've done, but the rest is actually much quicker. So
yeah, I cannot do it the same time next week. It's impossible. Yeah. However, I'm back home from work at 2:30 in the morning. That's the evening for you, but then Kaylin can't.
Yeah, I don't want to make you guys stay up like unnatural hours.
Not unless it's
driving a bus to 3:30, 2:30 is not. It's unnatural either way. But I'm doing it 2 nights in a row.
Well, we can kind of email or put them in the Discord and figure out what works.
Yeah, 14 days between from this date. I'm fine.
So 2 weeks?
Yes, 2 weeks in between because I'm always working.
24th. Does that work for anyone else?
Works for me.
It should.
Okay.
Yeah, because Monday I'm leaving for a short vacation, but then I don't really have anything else going out the rest of this month.
Okay. Well, let's try it. Let's try for that, and then and then if you guys have like stuff we think we should tweak as far as the system, quote unquote, I can try to work it in before that or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think having a scoreboard on the side for initiative would be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually I write it down on paper, and I was like not really wanting to type back and forth, so initiative would be good. And then I'm trying to think how I would probably have to update it manually though. Unless
you had a special role for initiative that also set the score.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. If I duplicate the rolling and just make a second roll, which is specifically initiative, that might be easier. That might be easier. Cool. Cool.
But
Well,
it worked very well. Anyway.
yeah, there's some wonkiness if we were to try and do food, like hunger.
Yeah.
And then obviously the knockback and the armor stands is a little wonky, and then suffocating mobs. But if I make them invulnerable,
Get
then
rid of
I-
all, that should be good.
sorry, what was that?
If we could somehow prevent fall damage, that would be helpful.
Yeah, if I was trying to, so I was going to have you guys wear boots with, I think it was
Okay.
jump boost, but then I was like, okay, it will get confused with the character's inventory.
Yeah.
So I don't
The
know.
characters now have boots, so
Damage.
Yeah, we can imagine it. And I wasn't sure if it would be better to have you guys in creative or adventure or survival. There's a lot
I
of
think survival is best if we're going to do actual Minecraft stuff of gathering things, but if you
also for combat.
take that out of the gameplay and just make that entirely abstracted and do roles for gathering and all that stuff, then I think you could just keep us in
I like
Adventure,
having
creative.
the ability to switch between the modes as well, because while you guys were fighting the spiders, I was in creative mode, so I could watch and move around and see what was going on.
Yeah.
And I opt you guys, so technically speaking, you could switch yourselves anytime you want without the book. But the dice rolling, actually, really, the dice rolling is the only thing that needs the book because it spawns a redstone block in a certain place. Everything else, you guys could just do effects or whatever you need. I just thought it would be less intrusive to do it. And I really liked the idea of at some point saying like, okay, you guys have 10 minutes, go, break blocks and build whatever you want. But then again, if it's a role-playing game, you would normally fast forward. You wouldn't make your players actually role-play going to each and every tree and chopping it down.
But you're doing a Minecraft role-playing game.
Yeah.
You can actually implement that as a part of the role-playing game.
Yeah,
Because
if we
because
wanted
then
to
you're
take
then you're sort of combining the two elements more
Yeah.
than what you are now.
Yeah. I wasn't sure like how long it would take either, and so
In the beginning, it takes longer, so we can add that later on if it's necessary. It would also give us a bit of a break if someone needs to go to the John and all that. I mean, if we do all the Minecrafting stuff for real, then we can always take a break, make some new coffee or whatever.
yeah, and
in
in
terms
this,
of just introducing the players to the system, it might be better to have a shorter fight to start with because it took us forever to kill that first spider. Maybe
We didn't have any weapons, so
yeah, that was the problem. Like I was thinking in my mind that you guys would have gotten wood and made wooden swords and stuff before you walked away from that first tree, but it's fine. It's kind of like the balance between like what would you do in Minecraft versus real life versus a role playing game.
Yeah.
and yes, if you have a character that doesn't play Minecraft,
Right.
you have a character that plays a special. It's not even me. Then he will do whatever he pleases.
And I was envisioning like, okay, you guys have been around for years in the world, so you clearly would know how to survive.
But
More so
No.
for me in Cavolta than the others, but
True. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we've got the
Yeah.
advantage that we're from a period of time where actually we did have to physically do everything.
Yeah.
Whereas Felonius' character is from a time, it seems, that he's got more modern.
yeah, I could go and just shop whatever I needed. I had the money to fix it. If I needed someone to do something for me, I didn't go out in the world. And besides, I did put up orienteering city because it is modern. So I guess that's why you did it. Put me as a modern guy.
Yeah.
But the role-playing part is actually more fun because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was trying not to get in the way, but also like just I wasn't sure if you guys had the vibe of what or that you could roll. Oh no.
Don't go that way. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, it was fun. It was nice meeting you guys as well. And as someone mentioned, this is a way to learn and try to learn each other, because you haven't heard of, well, you should have heard of me, but I haven't heard Kvolta being a role player.
I'm more recent to role-playing.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Kalen, this is our first meeting, so I need to
There's
know
one.
nothing.
There you go.
Yeah. And I explained to you my history with roleplay, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you guys, just for example, if your characters were talking and having conversations, I would just be quiet and like you guys could basically be in a location for as long as you wanted, and then kind of fast forward past this mundane stuff to the next place. So.
But I want to role play into a point where she would not stand and listen to me for long. You'll see. I've already started.
So this whole idea, obviously I want to do role playing in general. I mean, Felonious and Fawn probably know, been wanting to do an online role playing game forever.
Oh yes.
But like the whole idea somehow came literally from just like I had the igloo in my mind for some reason, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, if we were in a adventure, the perfect way to start without having any kind of background is like you were a zombie turned back into human in one of these igloo labs that's already in the game.
Yeah. All you have to do is find one.
And then any time could have passed from when you were turned to then. So I was
Let me say this, Ron. I'm not impressed with your building so far.
Yeah, you're actually only gonna see one thing that everything else is just natural Minecraft.
Yeah, I was accepted that. As I said, 60-minute map.
And
60 second.
Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. I guess technically I built two things because I built that.
Yeah.
I actually parkoured those trees and placed all the blocks.
Oh, did you?
Because I was thinking, like, okay, how could I leave a trail that is like I was first thinking I'd break a few leaves here and there, but there's no way you guys would see that because the trees are. I was like, how can I like make it a trail they can follow versus me just telling them they're
Yeah.
So, and then like this section, I kind of was like, all right, I want to give an orienteering check, and then I can TP them without having to like actually walk the whole way or whatever. So I'm actually, some of it is a different pace because I'm actually intentionally trying to see which works better and how I would.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have any story written down. I just have bullet points of scenes.
70-30, I know. 70% is improvisation, is ad lib. 30% is planning.
Yeah, well, it's planned, but it's not like I haven't written paragraphs
Exactly.
that I will read out at certain points.
Yeah. Well, I have to leave you guys. It was very nice to see you. As we say, we keep in touch on the mail and on the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, if Discord works for everyone, it's easier.
Yeah.
I think
It is.
So.
I try to get on now and again.
I usually peek in and then log out. Peek in, log out.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Right.
I set up my computer and phone at all times.
Computer and tablet at all times, but never phone.
See, if I
Otherwise,
did
I'd
that,
never get
I
away with
wouldn't.
that work.
I think I would miss messages more because if I log in, I have to physically go and like go to the point where I last read.
Yes.
But if it was streaming, sorry, if it was streaming constantly, I think I would miss things and then I wouldn't know to go back to them.
Same for me. Same for me. Perhaps it's
Another
a
reason
sign
I'm
of
not
age.
Yeah, yeah. So when we come back, we'll do like a quick reminder. Why
Yeah.
are we in this village? And I mean, honestly, like even if we were going to recap what happened so far, there's not very much.
I guess some of you has actually made notes while we are doing this. I have, because I have a notepad up, just making some easy notes.
Yeah, the only real note that I made was the year that.
Yeah, that's one of them. Well, anyway, thanks a heap.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
I'm actually going to go and check on my family, see if they're
All right.
alive. Nobody's bothered me, so for lunch, which is amazing. And then I'm going to switch this world out just so that nothing happens to it.
Okay.